Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another video with the Terminator. Today I'm going to be going through 5 reasons why Hell Let Loose is amazing. And by amazing, I mean like seriously amazing. I played a lot of games in my time, a lot of shooters, a lot of World War II shooters, including, going back all the way to the original Call of Duty games, which they were amazing. This actually makes me really nostalgic about those games. So if you've played them, you know how I feel. But yeah, so we're gonna go through 5 reasons why Hell Let Loose is amazing. I can list out hundreds of reasons why this game is so good. Lots of reasons how, covering how it can improve, which I might cover in another video. But for now, I'm gonna go through why it's so good. And it really is good. If you haven't played the game before, check it out. Check it out on Steam. It's linked below in the description. And if you see these reasons and you think, you see the video and you think, wow, actually this looks pretty good, then try it. Try the game. It's worth it. It's the price especially is worth it. I've got just over 400 hours in this game playing, and I played for the last 6 months. So I love it. But here's 5 reasons why. And guys, if you enjoy the video, if you've learned something new, then hit that like button on the video and subscribe to the channel to see more here, including other content that I'm making. Check out my Total War videos. Gonna be making more there as well as shooters. I love strategy. So yeah, check that out too. But let's get into it right here. So reason 1 for why Hell Let Loose is amazing: positive, growing community. So the community is super positive, super open to new players coming into the game, and really diverse, from all ranges of age, background, ethnicity. New people are coming in with every kind of new update that comes out, every kind of discount on Steam as well, and especially videos that people make about this game. It just shows how devoted people are to it, how passionate the player base is, which leads me to my next point. Really, it's really because not just the game is amazing, but you really need teamwork to win. People need to work together in this game to win. Teamwork makes the dream work in this game. So my point 2 here is that it's amazing because people really need to work together. You don't get a lot of games out there where people band together to reach an objective, to take it out, or take it, and Hell Let Loose, you need to progress and advance the front line by capturing objectives here. So it's super important that people are communicative and that they talk to each other and that they work together for that common goal. And it's an amazing feeling, actually. Hell Let Loose is probably one of the first games. I mean, yeah, there are a few others that I can give you as an example, but Hell Let Loose is definitely one of those first games where you sit down and everyone tries to work together. You get the odd game here and there where there's a lack of communication. The commander maybe isn't talking as much, or you have squads that aren't obeying the orders that are given to them. But overall, when a point that you've capped is being we're losing it, people come together and they try to defend it, most of the time. And when you're attacking a point, there's some coordination, varying degrees of coordination, but there's some going on. And that's what makes this game incredibly unique and amazing. Our next point here, which, I think is a really, really important one, with every game, like Hell Let Loose, there are difficult games out there. There are challenging games out there. But a quote that I want to tell you guys here, which is aptly appropriate, I think, is if you're in hell, keep going. A Winston Churchill quote there for actually World War II. It's hell, it's in the name. There's a lot of things to learn about, how to improve your gameplay here, how to be a better soldier, infantryman, tanker, commander, squad lead, whatever role you're playing. there's a big learning curve, and that is amazing. You know, a lot of games I feel like hand you in a nice little platter. Here's how to play the game. Here's how to win. And if you're not doing it, then you're doing it wrong. And you know, you should do it to win. Do you know what I mean? Like it's kind of handed to you in a silver platter. Whereas Hell Let Loose, you really need to actually work together to learn how to play this game really well, and to win. Which is amazing. I love that. It's challenging. I mean, the first like 100 hours of this game for me were, okay, well, you know, how do I cap a point? Is it better for me to be in the strong point? You know, which it is, by the way. Or you know, like I need to get a better mic. Okay, well, I need to invest a little bit of money to do that, but that's fine. A good mic to be able to talk to your teammates is super important, and it makes this game so much fun. How do I defend myself? How do I hide behind cover and find that right moment to just lean forward and find an enemy to kill and then you know, progress the game. It's all these little things. You know, you're gonna die so many times in this game. I can't tell you how many times I've had games where it's been a meat grinder. You know, you get into a certain zone and it's just been difficult to deal with. It happens, but it's fun. You know, it's a learning curve, and that is an amazing thing. I think more games need to have that learning curve. Our third point, no, that was our third point. Our fourth point here is that the dev team is positive. You've got an incredibly devoted and passionate development team in Hell Let Loose. It's still early access, obviously. And you know, there are a lot of things that they're working on, whether it's bug fixes or you know, general kind of back-end fixes to the game. It's not super well optimized on a couple of maps, but they're, you know, they do these weekly dev updates, which tell us a bit more about, you know, what they're working on, who they're talking to. You know, they talk to the community and try to get as much feedback as possible to make the game great and amazing. And they try to fix as much as they can. Obviously, there are a few things that come back and forth. There's currently a voice bug, which means in a game, you might lose communications with the rest of your team. Your voice might not work. You might not be able to hear anyone, which is a bug that's come back and forth. But you know, they resolved that the first time. They're working on it, and they're working on other bugs and optimizations to make the game as best as it can be. But aside from that, they're making new content. You know, the MG34 is a new weapon that's going to come out in U9. It's been confirmed, and it looks great. It's going to add just something new, a new experience, a gun realistic enough to make this game just that much closer to something that is polished and beautiful. And you know, just on top of that, in terms of polished and beautiful, you know, they're adding new maps. They're overhauling tanks. They're you know, working on the meta to develop how the game might look when it's finished, and make it as fun as possible for the players. So all of these things are important. A lot of games out there, you know, don't get the kind of devotion that this dev team have been giving to Hell Let Loose, and that's really, really nice. That is relieving. It's hopeful, you know, and it makes you want to stay and see where this game is going to go. Obviously, you know, you have times, you have moments in your journey here in any game where you want to just step away and come back after a while to see how it's progressed. But it's, for me at least, it's been the kind of dev team that and development here that makes me want to just stay and see what's going to happen and enjoy the game the way it is, because it has developed a lot in the last couple of years. And all of this leads me to my final point here, in that it is an amazing game because it over-delivers on the basics. Any game needs to be fun. It needs to have great gameplay. It needs to have great graphics as well. I mean, obviously, the graphics settings, the game not being super optimized means that you need to tweak some of them to get you the best experience possible, depending on, you know, what kind of hardware you have and software. You really need to have a look at, you know, how you can make the game the best it can be on your own as well in terms of graphics. But when you do, the graphics are amazing. I mean, as you can see from the footage here, and if you played yourself, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't played it, get it and you'll see what I'm talking about. The graphics are cool. They're really nice, and it's developing there as well, which is awesome. The game delivers on the basics. You know, it's World War II. It's realistic. It's hyper realistic in some moments. I mean, you get into, you know, positions where artillery's coming down, bombing runs are coming down, the commander's yelling at you to move up on the left flank because the enemy's pushing down onto the point, and we're getting hammered by MG42s and we've got a sniper in the building in the east, and this game is based on Band of Brothers, and if you've watched that show, you know what I'm talking about. It can get tense, it can be bloody, and it can be explosive, and that's what this game is all about. It's happening, you know, wherever you are. You have an objective, you see the enemy, you're defending, you're rolling up hills, you're going across rivers, and it's difficult, it draws you in, and it gives you an experience that you can't quite forget. Some matches give you nightmares, and that's what, you know, games are all about. They want to give you the experience that doesn't just let you kind of walk away. It makes you want to stay and play more, and that's really what Hell Let Loose is about. And you know, contrary to Battlefield 5, where things are a little bit over exaggerated sometimes, this game really does feel like it is realistic enough. You know, about basics again, the guns, everything about the guns, the environment feels like amazing as well. You know, obviously the sounds, all of that is being worked on, but the environment is super important. If you don't feel like you're a part of it, it's not worth it in my opinion, but this definitely makes you feel that way. There are the odd like fences that you can't jump over, trees that just look a bit wonky, tanks that, you know, get stuck, and trucks that blow up when you're taking a whole team with you. There are all these things that every game has a few issues that you know, you need to just ignore or work through, but it gets everything else right. You know, the environment is great, the you know, the textures, the objects in the game where oh man, my words. I'm just super excited when I talk about this game. Whether it's like, you know, the odd building that's in a ruin, or you know, like a farm that just doesn't look out of place. It's there for a reason. You know, everything here has been well thought out. The dev team is here to support the game, and beyond that, the player base. They want people to be happy, and you really feel that come through. So those are my 5 reasons, guys. We've got a positive, growing community here, and people are welcoming. You know, I'm part of a clan here, the 82nd Airborne Division, and people here are super welcoming. You know, they really want you to be a part of it. And you have events going on that you can join in. Teamwork makes the dream work, which really comes to play in a community like the 82nd. So if you haven't, you know, considered it, if you haven't done it before, I didn't do it before, but I decided to try it out, and it's amazing. Competitive play is also amazing. You know, if you're in hell, keep going. You know, it's a classic quote with any walk in life, but in Hell Let Loose, you're definitely going to be in hell, and it's part of the experience. You know, just keep going. It's kind of akin to you know, Dark Souls. When you have an objective that's overwhelmingly difficult to take, you've got a boss that it's overwhelmingly difficult to beat. It's kind of the same thing. You need to find those avenues to get in there and make it happen. Coordinate with the rest of your team to take it, you know, and that's really what makes this game incredibly amazing, especially versus, you know, Postscriptum, Beyond the Wire. It's fast paced. It's not Call of Duty where you're just shooting around and running around. You really need to think about your next move here. And with a positive and like hopeful dev team, which is my point 4, it makes you hopeful enough that you want to stay and see where it goes. So those are my 5 reasons, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and you've, I hope I've given you a bit of, oh my God, this game looks really cool. The price is right. Let's fucking do it. Let's go and see what it's all about. Then do it. What's stopping you? If you like shooters, if you're a fan, not a fan. If you're what's the word I'm looking? If you enjoy things that are of World War II relation, like Band of Brothers, like Saving Private Ryan, all these movies, all these shows, everything out there that's about World War II that makes it amazing. Try this out. I encourage you, I implore you, try this game out, because it really is worth it. Anyway, that's it from me, guys. These are our top 5 reasons why Hell Let Loose is amazing. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Like the video if you have. Drop your thoughts below. If you think there are other reasons why this game is awesome. I am obviously up for all of that, and I'll get back to you on your comments. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. I'll be putting more Hell Let Loose content out soon, including how I think they can improve the game in Update 9 and others. This has been The Terminator. I'll see you next time.